Starting some stuff for the late fall garden. Tomatoes, cucumbers, more lettuce, peas, beans. Got my landscaping's looking okay, decent. I don't like this bush. I don't much care for it at all. And all these weeds, like whoever did this landscaping, it was done last year. Can you believe that? It was done last year. Terrible. Terrible. I put these in. Lavender. Apparently these die on everybody, but somehow me did it. And then this thing, delphinium, I think. And I got some, I forget what's there. This is part of the landscaping. I'm gonna thin these out at the end of the year. There's some lettuce that must have fell out of my pocket. Also, what else did I see? Some marigolds that must have fell out of my pocket. Oh. This is a shade-loving plant. So now I'm gonna plant in parts of the yard that are not getting enough sun. Here I'm about to start some more seeds. Some suckers from my tomato plants that I'm rerooting. Mostly because I had a disaster with the tomato plants. I built these teepees and they survived multiple storms, but then a really strong, I mean strong, bent these trees over strong gust of wind came through one day and knocked the whole thing over. So let me let this sprinkler go past me. This is red and green lettuce mix. That, as you can see, the weeding, I didn't put this compost on thick enough on any of the beds. Apparently, like they said, 4 inches. And I thought that's what I put down. Even with paper underneath it, the weeds are out of control. I've been out here weeding almost every day. Almost every day. Except for this bed. I just figured since they're beets, this is supposed to be beets in this bed. You can see a few of them in there. I just figured, you know, I'll just let it go and I'll pull the beets and I'll use whatever grows as a cover crop, and then I'll try again next time. But look, this, I've been out here every day doing these iceberg lettuces. Yeah, I know, they're not a leaf lettuce, I know. I have a plan. I need to tighten up this tarp, apparently. Anyway, almost every day, been out here weeding these friggin' lettuce beds. A lot of, like, that's not even spotty germination, it's just places I ripped whole sections of plant out because there was just too many weeds. Because I just did not put enough compost down. Here's my apple tree. I had about a dozen apples on all these. And now all I got is this one right there. About to get sprayed. Yeah, they're not exactly doing great. And I can't figure out what the hell. This tree's doing fine. I'm noticing some yellowing of the leaves up here, and that's not good. Maybe that's too tight. Maybe I should loosen that up a bit. But I'm trying to get them to go a little more parallel. I think I'm gonna lose this one. It don't look too good on this new growth. Look at that new growth. That don't look too good at all. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly sure what I did wrong. Just trying to let them establish themselves. And then here's 3 more beds. I put it on way thicker down here, and still, like, you can see a little bit of weed pressure. It just ate right through the paper. And it just ate right through the paper mulch. And now it's coming up through the beds. That's why I got these tarps on them ones over there. There's my peppers, some begonias, a little more lettuce, and then I just dropped what I had left of cucumber seeds there. I'm gonna let them go wild. Blueberry plant. It's got some teeny tiny blueberries on it. A lot of these plants I bought from some greenhouse out in Greenville, Kinsman, and I don't know. Yeah, they're not much better growers than me. But here's my tomato disaster. See, my teepees fell down. So I'm just gonna let them grow like that. The Amish don't stake their tomatoes. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna let them grow like that because I feel like I'll do more damage trying to clean up these sticks than has already been done. So we're just gonna let that go. Here's a swale I put in. Kind of like a whole system of swales. I want to keep a lot of the water up on this hill right here. So I built this swale, covered both ends of the bed, and then I extended it down there to keep everything back here because it gets real wet back there. I'm gonna put a dam and a pond way in the back. There are no digs, so I can walk on. Zucchini, eggplant. See, the weed pressure ain't so bad over here, but we're still getting some. Come out here and weed all the time. Just doing a little bit of weed pressure. No dig's not working out like had been advertised. Cucumbers and some more zucchini as well mixed in throughout. I think that's a zucchini. I think it's one of two that survived. There's another one. And the rest of them are all cucumbers. I'm thinning as I go. You know, I've thinned a few of these, but some of them I'm just still undecided on which ones I think are the most vigorous. There's some of the firewood I chopped from these trees right here. Trying to clear this little section out. I got the neighbor's permission to take the rest of these 3 trees down, and then I need somebody professional for those because I don't want them to fall on that house. This is where my beds were last year, but they got a little too wet there, so I got to figure out these flooding issues. Here I'm making some double dig hugelkultur beds. I'm not sure what I'm going to plant in these yet. The soil is just not, like, look at them roots. There's barely any roots at all. But, yep. Refined the method, looked up some better methods than how I was doing it here. I'm gonna do that there. You know, dig out the top layer, dig out the next layer, put this old rotten wood that was left on the property down in there. I don't know if you saw Nico. So, and then back here, like I said, it gets real wet back here. You could tell because of this ground cover, whatever that happens to be. I need to download one of them apps. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is, it gets real wet back here too. So I'm gonna basically build a dam and cut this whole section off back here. I'm gonna try and get all the water to flow back here and dig this out into a pond, just a small seasonal pond. See if Like, look at that. Like, that gets pretty flooded. It's been dry enough lately that at least the ground's not soft anymore. And I just put that there to see. I thought about if I couldn't fix the flooding issues, I could just make big, long hugelkultur mounds back here. But we're working on it. This is where my last bed was. Like, and there was all compost laid down here, no digs, so you could, all of it got washed away and expose the clay. I mean, I could make my own pottery barn with the amount of clay underneath the soil here. Anyway, probably gonna put potatoes, late season potatoes, and beans maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Something like that back here. Anyway, that's what's been going on so far. Doesn't seem like much, but whew, it's been a lot. There's the cat. He's a killer. He really keeps this place pest free, huh, little man? So I got a little composting bin going on there. Don't mind this mess. Just thinking about using that bed for a trellis, but I gotta clean it up first. I don't know. Probably just gonna throw it away. Anyway, that's what's been going on around here. Thanks for watching.